Hey guys, this is Kanan. I am the coach of the Tulsa Drillbers. Um, Tonight I'm doing a draft for my second league that I've been talking about is coming up. I'm actually going to get to put the draft up on YouTube as we do it here, which will be pretty cool. I'll talk about my picks as I pick them. We'll talk about what we're thinking as we go along. Should make for a pretty cool video. So we're going to get started here in about 15 minutes or so. In that time, I've got my friend Dr. Zoidberg, MD, with me here again today. Um,
Hello.
Him and I are gonna talk about what we're thinking for a little while here before we get started, and yeah, appreciate y'all coming out. And this draft should be pretty interesting. So, um, looking at my Gmax options here, there's already three that were taken because a couple guys jumped the gun and picked a little early, and that's Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Colossal. So at this point, I really don't know what Gmax I want. Um,
Um,
there's not a ton that just stands out to me, so I'll probably take it a little later in the draft, I imagine.
I haven't really got to see much of Urshifu yet, Gmax. That would be interesting.
Urshifu's good. Honestly, I don't have any complaint with either one of the Gmax Urshifus, but if I could get that, that'd be pretty awesome. Um, I think what my plan is, if I can do it, is going to be round one to take either Incineroar plus something. I doubt Togekiss is still available then, since backing up, yeah, I have the wheel pick, so I'm very last, so I get two picks at once. Um, I'm hoping I can take Incineroar plus something good. Dracopult's probably going to be gone by then. I'm sure Togekiss will be gone by then. So I'm not sure what I'm going to take with it. So I may just take it and whatever's the best thing left. Or I may take Tyranitar Excadrill if those are still available. Because
You're talking
that's
about Whimsicott too, right?
Whimsic, yeah, I would, yeah, that wouldn't be bad either.
Um,
Um,
if it's there.
yeah, I think Incineroar is still my first choice.
I agree. Yeah, he's been doing way too good
Oh
lately.
yeah, yeah. Bringing sand every week has felt pretty good too, though.
Mm,
So if I can pick up Tyranitar Excadrill together, that would be pretty awesome. But I think we'll just see what's available. Like if there's a good second pick to go along with Incineroar, then there's a very good chance I take Incineroar round one.
how high on the tier, or like on the priority, do you think Excadrill is going to be? You could do something like pick up Incineroar or Tyranitar round one, and
That's
then try to get
something,
Ex.
yeah, that's something I had thought about too. That wouldn't be bad. And in worst case, then I could go all the way down into tier three later on and pick up like um, midday form Lycanroc because he gets Sand Rush as well, and
Gotcha.
he's got pretty good stats. He's one that wouldn't be bad to go with Tyranitar. Looking here, I don't see anything else that just immediately stands out to me as really good sand in the lower tiers. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what. Lycanroc and Tyranitar are the two big ones, though. That would be silly of them to let me take Tyranitar and then turn around and let me take Excadrill again.
What abilities does Alolan Dugtrio get?
Alolan Dugtrio's,
just just curious.
yeah, he's not terrible. Um, he's super fast, and I know he gets beat up, and he has Arena Trap. I don't know what else he has. I've
He gets
never.
Sandforce
Oh, does he?
and Sandveil.
Oh my gosh. There we go. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's do it. Crocodile. No, Crocodile just gets Intimidate and Moxie, right? He doesn't have like a third sand based ability.
Crocodile. Yeah, I can't remember what else he has.
I know he has Moxie and Intimidate. I don't remember what his third one is.
Let's see. Anger Point.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's not helpful at all.
Not really. Oh, Escadrille is also a tier 1. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Excadrill's good. Just like in general across the board, Excadrill's good.
What about Terrakion?
He only gets justified. Um, so he's like if you get a beat up user, he's super super good. But without beat up, he's still good, but not as good. So if I were to take, if I ended up with Whimsicott, then yeah, getting
Mhm.
getting Terrakion would be super good. So I think my plan is going to be um, for my free slots to take two tier ones and two tier fours is what I'm leaning towards. Because I have the 250 points to spend, I have to fill all four. So I think that makes me a little top heavy, but I think that gives me the best shot. I like having the extra guaranteed stuff instead of more situational stuff. So I guess with I guess with being 6 days away from Crown Tundra, I guess I could take Dracovish and use the thing to make him Sand Rush.
I Is that allowed?
I mean, I think so.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Sand Rush Dracovish or even Sand Rush Dracozolt, either one would be super good. I think Dracovish is probably better, but
Dude, that Pokemon's gonna be so dumb when he gets that
yeah,
ability.
yeah, for sure. If I can get Drake, so the plan now is to get Dracovish, Excadrill, and Tyranitar. But that's all my tier ones, and I couldn't have
Yeah, how many
Vincent.
is this like the last one? How many tier 1s do you get?
So let me pull up the little things right here. Um, we have um, one tier one, two tier twos, two tier threes, a tier four, a G max, and then four free slots.
Gotcha. Now, do you have to pick them in order, or
No.
you could you could pick your tier 1 and then use your 100 points
Oh
early
yeah,
on?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you could wait and take your G max with your last pick if you wanted, which
Right.
isn't a terrible strategy, honestly, because I don't know what I want. Gmax Blastoise would be cool because you
Yeah,
can
I was
get
looking at him in Charizard too.
yeah, you can get a lot of mileage out of Gmax Blastoise. Um, Gmax Charizard is less useful without Sun. So like I'd want to build around Gmax Charizard if I was going that route. Um, which honestly, I mean, if it's available, taking Gmax Charizard and regular Venusaur round one isn't a bad strategy. But I don't know if it's worth it. Because then I'd want to take Ninetales as a tier two to set up Sun. Or no, Ninetales is a tier one. Oof,
Does
that's
is
unfortunate.
is Gmax Anaconda a thing?
Not
Because
a
he
super
gets
useful thing, I don't think.
okay. I didn't think so, but
Yeah, no, he's not great. He's not terrible, I don't think, but I don't think he's worth
no,
that.
but,
I
yeah.
really, really, really want Kangaskhan this time.
Kangaskhan, what tier is Kangaskhan?
Tier four.
Tier 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really want to get Kanga this time. So I think once I get like my important stuff locked in, I may take Kanga super early on because Scrappy Fake Out is absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like being able to fake out Trick Room setters, super, super, super good. Plus, a set that I've seen people running online a lot lately that I think is super cool is they literally just run two moves. They just run Fake Out and Last Resort with Silk Scarf. which does a ton of damage. And there's nothing that can stop it, like ghost types and stuff still get hit by it, so that's pretty awesome. Also, tier 4 Behem is one that I wouldn't mind having. Maybe Cloister, depending on what else I get, since I'm probably going to end up with 3 tier 4s. Is Garbodor bad? I don't remember if Garbodor's bad.
Not amazing.
I mean, it's tier 4. I didn't expect it to be too great. Hitmonchan is a really good tier 4. Magneton is a fantastic tier 4. Manectric's not bad. Mawil's not bad.
I was gonna say, what all does Mawile get?
I think he gets Intimidate, right? Intimidate and Fake Out?
Yeah, I know he's got Fake Out, Intimidate, yeah.
Yeah, so he's not bad. Oh, what about Sandslash? Does Sandslash get Sandrush?
I want my money back if he doesn't. Sandvale and Sandrush, yeah.
Ooh. Now that could be a thing. Regular Wheezing at tier 4 is also a super good pick. Because neutralizing gas. Is type Null terrible?
That I don't know.
I don't know either.
Interesting that he's in tier 4.
Who is interesting? Who's in tier 4?
Type Null.
Yeah. What tier is Silvally? Tier 3? Or no, tier 2. Tier 2, sorry. Which sounds about right. What ability does Silvally have?
I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm surprised he's not tier 1. I thought he was pretty good.
He doesn't get really used at all. His stuff is just kind of mediocre. Being able to change types is like the only good thing about him. Type Null.
I've seen people just running him normal type.
Battle Armor, that's not very good. Yeah, a lot of people run like normal gym plus explosion on him, which is a way to go, I guess. I don't know.
Looking at what Sandslash can learn.
I'm sure he gets Earthquake.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Is there a world where you can make Sword Dance Sandrush Sandslash a thing? That sounds like more of a single strategy.
That sounds awesome. I bet he gets high horsepower.
He's got Bulldoze, Stomping Tantrum.
Stomping Tantrum is good.
Drill Run. I don't see high horsepower. Am I looking at the wrong thing? No.
Stomping Tantrum is almost as good. I mean, obviously it's 75 instead of 95, which is less good, but
yeah.
I can't believe he doesn't get high horsepower.
Yeah, I don't see
That's
it
pretty
anywhere.
surprising. But yeah, I don't see it on here either. I'm looking at it too. That's actually, yeah, super surprising. I mean, Earthquake and Stomping Tantrum are both good. What does his stats look like? I've never even really looked at Sand.
He's got 100 fucking base attack.
Yeah. 100 base attack, 110 defense, 55 SPDEF. Ooh. Oof, that SPDEF.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That is incredibly unfortunate. And his 65 speed. With Sandrush is good, I guess. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's good. I mean, as a tier 4, if I end up with Sand and don't end up with Excadrill, it's an idea.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think you pick him up if you get Excadrill, but if you don't, then he could be a reliable
right
second option third option.
Right, right. I would like to get something with Prankster too. I don't know what, but I'd like to have something with Prankster.
Let's take a look.
Oh, I think they are posting in the Discord over here. I think that they are starting to pick. So,
There's not a whole lot. Grimsnarl has it.
yeah. Yeah, Grimstar, I mean, and that's something that I could use my GMAX slot for. So looking at everything here, the draft, the Aussie Battlers took Cinderace GMAX. St. Michael's Alcremie took GMAX Colossal. Draft Blazing Shadows took GMAX Rillaboom. Samurai Jack. Oh gosh, it's
Looks
not
like
popping up.
Togekiss, Whimsicott, and Porygon 2 were taken.
Yep. Yep. I don't know why that's not showing up on the thing here. I guess I have to refresh. Yep, the Fresh Prince took, there we go. Samurai Jack, there we go. Took Togekiss, Kansas City Krabbies took Whimsicott, Tennessee Tropius took Porygon, Snake Backwards is the next pick, and it doesn't look like they're online yet, so.
It's unfortunate that Whimsicott's already gone.
Yeah, I was really hoping that for some unbelievable, stupid reason that Barraskewda as their first round draft pick for the Snake Backwards.
Wow.
Interesting. I don't understand the strategy there. But maybe they have plans. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. That seems like a
Barraskewda is a fun Pokemon.
Oh, he's good.
I
Don't get me wrong.
I don't know why you'd pick it first round.
That's what I was gonna say. He doesn't seem like a first round draft pick to me, though. Okay, cool. Maybe that means something that I want will still be around? Question mark. Let's see what the next pick is here. Oh, don't do that. Since this guy's not here. Oh, no, he just popped online. Good deal. Need him to go ahead and take his draft pick here because I don't want him to just give him the first thing on the list. Somebody saying give him GMAX Centiskorch, that's just mean.
Is Klefki any good?
Klefki's not bad. What tier is Klefki?
I think he's like 3 or 4. Let me go back and look.
Hmm.
But he gets Prankster.
His typing's awesome. He doesn't get hit by a ton of things for weakness. Ooh, GMAX Blastoise gone. Okay. Oh, there goes what my plan for my GMAX was if it was still around on my next pick.
Oh, maybe I'm dumb. Where is Klefki? Klefki's a tier 2.
Which is fine. I mean, that's probably fine. That's probably perfectly fine.
Does he learn cool stuff to use with Prankster? That was the question. Magic Room, Imprison.
Yeah. I don't think he learns Trick Room.
Yeah.
I know he gets Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Screens.
Yeah.
Dragapult. Okay, Dragapult just went to Litten on a Prayer. That's a really good first pick. It's a super good first pick. Jealous of that.
2 more picks.
Cinderace and then G-Max Charizard. Okay. So I definitely. How do I pick? Here we go. So I want Incin for sure. Actually, you want to pick this Pokemon, Incineroar. Yes. Okay. Did that go through? It didn't pop up on my thing yet. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
What else do I want? What's left? Do I go ahead? Well, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe I go ahead and take Excadrill, and then if I can't get Tyranitar, then maybe I can get the Rocky Boy. What's his name?
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about.
Lycanroc?
No,
Rocky Boy.
the one with
Rhyperior?
Sandstream. No, the one with Sandstream. Why can I not remember his name? Gigalith.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
So maybe go ahead and take Excadrill.
That's fine. Yeah, I like it. There's also Hippowdon too. It has sense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna take Excadrill. I like Excadrill. I think that's a good pick. Somebody took G-Max Dreadnought, then the next person took G-Max Lapras. I guess people are putting in like their preferred next pick. I'm not going to do that because I want to think about it and look at what's left. So ideally,
is it going
this
backwards?
Yeah, now it's going backwards.
Gotcha.
And then the whoever number 1 draft pick was will get to pick 2 again, and then it'll go back the other way again. So ideally we get Tyranitar this next time. If we don't get Tyranitar this next time, then I take Gigalith this next time.
Yep.
Unless somebody's just
where is Gigalith?
He's a tier 2.
Gotcha.
So getting him would be super nice. Super, super, super nice. It's a second choice. Obviously, I want Tyranitar because of obvious reasons, but
Powdon. What does he do?
not much. G-Max Venusaur off the board. That's a pretty smart pick there.
His stats actually aren't like terrible at all.
I'm going to add a window capture for the Discord here. That way people can follow along with the drafts as they go the way I am. That seems smart, right?
He's got 108 HP, 112 attack, 118 defense, and 72 special defense.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Bulky boy.
Yeah.
Learns all the elemental fangs.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he's bad per se. I just don't know. I mean, I would obviously rather have Tyranitar. And I think, Gigalith's defense...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gigalith's better than Hippowdon, but...
Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I guess he's there if things go awry.
Yeah. The next pick... I can't tell what that is yet. Oh, Conkeldurr. Okay. Conkeldurr and then Rhyperior. Okay. Interesting. Those are both pretty good picks. Both super heavy Trick Room picks. So I definitely want to... Who did those go to? Somebody that already had... Oh, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, G-Max. That's a good pick. Did the Trick Room stuff go to somebody that already had like a good Trick Room setter? I don't think anybody took a great Trick Room setter yet, did they? Let's see. Conkeldurr went to the same person that has... Oh, so Barraskewda and Rhyperior are together, and Conkeldurr and Blastoise G-Max are together. That's interesting. then Venusaur Dracopult together, and Cinderace Lapras together.
I'm curious what this Whimsicott guy picks next.
Yeah. And then Urshifu G-Max went to the person that took Porygon. These picks aren't making a ton of sense to me.
Well, I guess on paper yours probably doesn't make sense to them either yet.
Well, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. It's true. I'm sure I'm missing something. Yeah, I think for some reason Great Ghastly didn't get a second Pokemon here. Because I'm showing he has G-Max Charizard and that's it. And somebody just commented in the chat that yeah, he only has the one pick. Let me scroll back up here and make sure.
Yeah, I only see the Charizard.
Oh no, he took. Oh, it's because he tried to draft G-Max Dreadnought, and he already had G-Max Charizard. That's what happened.
Is he trying to pick regular Dreadnought?
I don't know why. Yeah, that's what happened.
At least you don't have to worry about Colossal G-Max and Dragapult being on the same team again.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that was that is completely terrifying. Let's see. Let's see if we get another pick here. Yeah, and this guy has no idea how to account for the fact that he tried to take that's weird. Well, yeah, I guess we just keep going and then he just doesn't get another pick, I guess. I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. I guess pay attention.
Losing in the draft.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and it's just slowing the draft down. We've just been sitting here waiting on this pick for a little bit here now.
So is the Kansas City Krabbies picking now, or are they trying to resolve dudes?
I think they're picking now because what the guy decided, the guy that's running, it's like, yeah, nobody take regular Dreadnought and he'll just get it at the end, I guess. So, sure. Now we're waiting on the Kansas City Krabbies to pick. I want to see what goes with this Whimsicott because that can potentially be scary. That can potentially be very scary. Not sure.
Arcanine, maybe?
Arcanine would be a good pick, yeah.
Or I guess one of the swords, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, honestly, I mean, anything you want to go with Whimsicott goes with Whimsicott. That's basically how that works. Like, really, you can take whatever you want with it, and it's gonna be good. So, waiting on a pick here. Waiting on a pick here. Come on. There we go. What did we got? Oh, Tyranitar. Crap.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We got sniped a little bit there, but that's fine. Sniped me. That's okay. That gives us Gigalith, and that means we can take a different tier 1 if we want. So that's okay. That's okay. As long as it's a long way back around to me, so hopefully I don't get sniped again by somebody taking Gigalith. But Gigalith is less useful, like on his own.
Right.
So, with him taking Tyranitar, what do we want for our other tier 1 here? I think something to help protect the Tyranitar, maybe. Oh, I wonder if. So as of right now, regular Rillaboom's still available. Who did he just take? Let's see. He just took Arcanine. Good pick.
If it if Dracovish stays in it, that's something to consider.
Dracovish is definitely something to consider. That's true because if we do get to change to Sandrush, that's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super broken if we can do that. So
So,
yeah,
I mean, the worst case, I mean, worst, like, even if you don't get Gigalith and you get the Hippowdon, like, I want
right.
to see that. I want to see that in
Yeah,
snow.
for sure, for sure. I'm hoping I get Gigalith because I think Gigalith is a good choice. And Gigalith gets a lot of things like um, Aaron Zhang actually has him on Excadrill and Gigalith together on his team, and he runs Explosion on it regularly. So with his maxed out attack, um, he sets Sandstorm, protects with the Excadrill, and then explodes,
Wow.
and does
Uh,
large damages. So
the next pick was Arcanine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like Arcanine. Super versatile Pokemon. I would have loved to have had him, but I think we got the better Intimidator out of the two. But he's got
Oh, for
Arcanine and
sure.
Togekiss together. That's a pretty scary pick there. And then when the guy with Rillaboom Gmax then took Indeedee female, looks like
Hmm.
that double terrain. I guess that's okay. Um, I don't know. Not sure that I'd have gone with that, but uh, to each their own, I guess. Let's see what goes with Cinderace here. Yeah, if it comes back around, if regular Rillaboom, which I don't see any world in which regular Rillaboom survives back around to my next pick, but if it does, that would be a really good pick. If not, I think you're right. I think I take Dracovish
Yeah.
and Gigalith. I definitely take Gigalith without a doubt, assuming it's still there. At this point, I mean, with Tyranitar has plenty of uses, so I understand picking it even, without having sand synergy really to go with it. But um, if somebody takes Excadrill, it'll just be to snipe it away from, or not Excadrill, Gigalith. It'll just be to snipe it away from me.
All right. Is there anything else besides Gigalith and Hippowdon that has Sandstream?
Mm,
No, there's not. Unless you want to run a Hippopotas.
I don't want to run. I don't want to run Hippopotas, but yeah. What is he gonna? I think he's got to pick something to go with the Colossal here. I don't know where he's at. He's not responding in the chat. He's about to run out of time, so I don't know what happens if you run out of time. Hmm. Pick maybe? Wait, is this the? No, this isn't. Somebody talking, but it's not the guy that we're waiting on. This has been
Do you
longer
get
between picks than I had anticipated, but
do you get two again when it comes back to you?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So ideally, I can take
Yeah.
Gigalith. So what did he take? Sneasel. Yeah, that's a really good pick. Sneasel pairs really, really, really well with Colossal. I would be really surprised to see him not take one of the swords when it comes back around to him, and that's going to be terrifying.
Yeah.
Because you can't fake out Sneasel because he has inner focus. Um,
Right.
you can double him and KO him if you have things faster, but yeah, him setting up whatever you bring with him is pretty likely. Um, Especially if you run Scarf on him and just sacrifice him after the setup. That's
Yeah, he's pretty fast too.
yeah.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, yeah. And most people typically run either Sash or Eviolite on him, but I don't know. I think especially if you know what you're going up against, just running Scarf, accepting that he's gonna die afterwards is a really scary move. So hopefully he doesn't watch this video and steal that against me. Cause you can't fake him out. Can't fake him out. But I guess you just scarf something to KO him in that situation. I don't know.
I'm really excited because I, when when the game first came out, I freaking loved Dracovish.
Yeah.
Now that he's finally getting that ability,
Oh
if
yeah.
you can get that, like, it's gonna be so good.
Strongjaw's already great, but Corviknight. Yeah. Okay. Cinderace plus Corviknight. That's pretty solid. That's pretty scary. That's pretty scary. I'm gonna try to avoid falling into the same trap I fell into last time with my other draft. And basically, I have one special attacker on my other team, so I'm going to try to avoid that this time. As we sit here and talk about taking two physical attackers on my next turn.
I was gonna say
Dracozolt gone. Okay.
one thing that if it who picked up Dracozolt? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so he's got Cinderace, he's got Dracozolt, and he's got Corviknight. That's a pretty solid. That's a pretty solid core right now, if we're being honest.
I was
That
gonna
gives
say
you.
something that I'd wish you had gotten your last draft. I don't know if you'll want it or not this time because you already got Incineroar. We'll see what your type.
Chandelure.
Yeah,
I knew you
Chandelure.
were gonna say Chandelure. Yep. I would like to have Chandelure. Chandelure gives you a lot of things. Yeah, so the guy that I said I expected to take a sword took Virizion. So makes perfect sense. That's gonna be a really scary core.
Yeah,
For
this
sure.
draft's looking pretty solid.
Yeah. You've gotta yeah. Basically against his team you just have to knock out the Sneasel before it can do things. Um, if you can do that, then Colossal's less scary and Virizion's way less scary. What's up now? What are they asking me? Somebody messaged me
Blazing
directly.
Shadows picks up Drifblim.
I would be a good pick for what? What is he talking about? Oh, so so the guy that took the double terrain is just who took that the balloon boy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what in the world?
Yeah, Driftblim plus double terrain is really, really good. Sableye, okay. Why are these people talking good things about me? That's weird. Um, so Sableye. I would have liked to have had. I would have liked to have had Sableye. Hey, hey, buddy. My dog is probably half in screen now. He's insisting on attention, which is fine. He's a good boy. Um, let's see. Whose pick is it? Who are we back around to? Let's see here.
So, need to figure out what you're gonna do for your 2s and 3s eventually.
Yeah, well, Gigalith is a 2. So I think Gigalith is a shoe-in if I can get him, obviously. I don't have to worry about that till next round. Gmax Grimmsnarl's gone. Okay. That was one I kind of wanted. It's unfortunate. I think at this point, maybe I just take my Gmax last. Gmax Snorlax would be a pretty good pick. I always really like Gmax Snorlax. Belly Drum plus Gmax Replenish. Super powerful.
Wait, who took Venusaur?
Somebody did. I don't know who
Oh,
it
there it
was.
is. Oh, the guy with Dragapult.
Yeah. So how many people still need to pick a Gmax? Somebody just okay. Alolan. Oh, let me pull it up on here so we can see it. Alolan Marowak and Toxtricity Gmax. Okay. So how many people does that put?
There's 4 more picks before you.
Oh, I meant how many more people have Gmaxes they need to take.
Oh.
So we have 1, 2,
just 2.
just 2, and me,
Yep.
so 3. So, what do you think the chances are of somebody not taking Gmax Snorlax before it comes back around to me?
I don't know.
Because I'll be honest, that's really the only one left that I want. Gmax Hat is okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Gmax Hat, and Gmax Duraludon's honestly not terrible either, so I guess I lied. I guess there are other couple things that would be good. And honestly, Alcremie is an interesting choice. The Gmax doesn't really do much, but Decorate.
Yeah, I do not know a whole lot about Alcremie.
Yeah, it has Decorate, which is really good. Gmax Corv is good too. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's still options. I think I still save my Gmax until like my last or one of my last picks.
Yeah, if it were me, I would try and go for Snorlax or Hat.
Yeah, Snorlax or Hat are definitely and Hat are definitely the two best choices. But just in case I don't get those, I'm not in, taking a complete scrub. Just accidentally spilled my drink all over my face, so that's super, super professional. Obviously, I'm a professional YouTuber already, super pro, spilling drinks on my face.
Say where you want to get some special attackers.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's tier 3?
A lot of things.
Mr. Rhyme.
Ugh, I spilled that all over myself. That's absolutely terrible. Oh well.
What else is there?
I just realized
Gardevoir is an interesting one.
Gardevoir really doesn't do much, honestly. Like, not much at all. What music can I put on in the background and not get sued?
I guess anything Pokemon.
That's true. That's true. I can do that.
Still waiting on
super quiet.
The Manectric. Yep.
Yeah, Manectric I think is a really, really good choice. Relaxing Pokemon music. What music falls into relaxing Pokemon music? I guess I can just shuffle all the themes. That's probably okay, right?
What about Magnezone?
Magnezone. What tier's Magnezone? Is it tier 2?
He's a 2, yeah.
Okay. I can get behind that. Can you hear that music?
No. Should I be?
Can you hear it now?
I heard it for like half a second.
That's fine. Well, oh well. Not gonna worry about it. We're going like a long time between picks here. I think it's one guy that is just holding us up every time. It's the Manectrix guy. He took a while last time. I don't remember if he was the same one, but I think so. Yeah, so looking at lists here, so it makes sense to see the Alolan Marowak go to the guy that took Porygon 2. I think that's really, really good for him. because that gives him a really good Trick Room mode right out the bat. I think Urshifu's kind of a strange pick with that, but it's not bad by any means. I'm also a little surprised to see G-Max Grimmsnarl go to the same team that has Whimsicott.
Well, there's his pick.
Oh, yeah, they just took the first thing on the list. Aegislash. And then, yeah, the guy that took, I think, is it the guy that took Charizard that took Torkoal?
No, it's Venusaur G-Max, which
Yeah,
is
also.
equally as good.
Yeah, equally as terrifying. That's, yeah, concerning. And then Dusclops. Dusclops went to the guy with Lapras and Cinderace. Okay, interesting. Oh god, we're gonna have to pick again. Oh god, what do I do? Let's see what goes to the guy that took Charizard. This should be his third pick, but it's only going to show up as his second. I don't know. I would take Ninetales if I were him in this situation, I think. That or something Prankster to set Sun, maybe. Like Persian. Or Persian doesn't have Prankster, does he? He's just fast.
Yeah.
And then, I guess he could take Meowstic, male Meowstic.
Yeah, Meowstic and Klefki, I guess.
I'm a little surprised we're bogging down on picks a little bit here. I thought this would go a little bit quicker than this, honestly. I mean, we've had quite a while to think about stuff here. I mean, I get getting sniped, but
somebody took Toxtricity, didn't they?
So nobody has taken Rillaboom. So yeah, scrolling back through here to make sure nobody took regular Rillaboom. So that, do I take regular Rillaboom instead of Dracovish? That's a really hard call.
Yeah, I was trying to think too. Like, well, no, never mind. I'm done. You got Excadrill.
Yeah. So I mean,
I was trying to think of counters to protect Dracovish if you went Dracovish.
Right.
You got Excadrill, so that should be fine, I guess.
I'm gonna be a little weak to grass. Well, that's not true. Well, I mean, I've got Ensign. So
and there's also the option of Chandelure still.
Yeah.
For later.
Yeah. I think I need. Golly, this is tough. Because technically, I could roll the dice really, really hard and take Rillaboom and Dracovish right here, and then just hope Sand is still there when I come back around.
Who else would take it, really?
That's the thing. I mean, unless they took it just to
spite you.
Right. I mean, that's really the only reason somebody would take Sand
I don't see anybody else, like setting anything up like that.
Okay, so it's my pick. So what do I do?
What without Creamy? Interesting.
That was an auto draft because the person timed out. So do I do the big brain and take finish my fire water grass core and take Dracovish and Rillaboom here, and then just hope I can get Sand on the next round? I think I take Dracovish regardless, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock in Dracovish.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that. I don't know. You're physical heavy again if you do that.
Super physical heavy again.
Your only special is gonna be like.
But again, is that not bad?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just like, what are your other options? Like, I feel like there's not a ton of great special options in 2 and 3, but there's really not much we could do about that.
Right.
I mean, unless you took like Hat.
I think I take Rillaboom and just hope I can get Sand on the way back around. I mean, even without Sand, Excadrill's still good. Right? But you're right, that gives me 4 physical attackers. But I have the rest of the draft to get some special stuff.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, I would. It's a tough call.
I know.
Because I
I
almost
could
want
also take regular
I-
Venusaur.
regular Venusaur. I don't know. I think Rillaboom's better.
I do too, but
You're not gonna have
he's
anything with Sun or any way to set up Sun.
right. Yeah, I think
I was. What if you took a Rotom,
they're tier 1, right?
like Rotom Mo?
They're tier 1, right?
Yeah,
That does give me 2 outs against water.
that gives you Grass too, and that gives you a special attacker. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a thing.
Is he tier 1 though? Rotom Mo?
Yeah, Mo, Wash, and Heat are all tier 1.
I don't think I can pass on Rillaboom. I like him too much.
All right.
I don't know, Scarf. Man, that's tough. I've only got 1 minute left. I'm just gonna take Rillaboom.
Okay, Rillaboom's fine.
Yep, he's too good doing it. And now,
I don't see anybody taking the Gigalith.
I don't either. And if they do, there's no reason somebody takes a Powdon.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's look at some low tier picks now. So I have to take Sand for tier 2. So I have 1 tier 2, 2 tier 3s, and 2 tier 4s. Or no, 3 tier 4s. So I think with my next pick, I take. Well, and I still have my G-Max, and I don't have G-Max Duraludon would give me a really good special attacker.
Duraludon.
Duraludon's really
Yep.
good.
But if you, it's like if you ended up picking up Magnezone to have another special attacker, then you're gonna have a lot of steel.
Right.
I feel like Hat at this point would give
Hat
you
would
the
be
best would be
really
the best
good.
coverage for you.
Yeah, and then I could get a really good Trick Room setter out of tier 3 pretty easily. Oh, I just overspent. Oops.
Wait, what happened?
I thought that I. Yeah, oops. I did.
Whoops. So what does that mean?
It means I made a poopy. I didn't think it would let me pick something that I couldn't pick. I'm gonna tell him to drop it off me and replace it with Gigalith if he can. Yeah, so he's gonna drop the Rillaboom off me and put Gigalith on me.
Okay. I wasn't even paying attention to the points. Jeez. Okay, well that's good. That still works out.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine. My bad. My bad. I didn't think it would let me do that. That's
Yeah,
interesting. Oh, he put the Gigalith on my free.
Yeah, that's still over points. They need to.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah.
Appleton was picked up.
I saw that.
Gulch. Hitmontop.
Hitmontop's a good pick. That was my
waiting
backup.
on.
Hitmontop was my backup if somebody took My boy Ensign.
Oh, they're waiting on the AFK guy again, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're still gonna have 50 points.
Oh, so he can't move it to a different slot. So yeah, I have because I wasn't paying attention. Um, I have 3 tier 4s to take, 1 tier 2, and 2 tier 3s. So the question is, what do I want? I think when it comes back around to me, if it's still there, I may take Hat and Delmise.
Delmise tier 2? That's interesting. Is
Yeah.
Delmise a special attacker?
No, he's physical.
Dang it.
I know. But he's a really, really good Trick Room grass attacker. Oh, things are being picked. Let's go see what's being picked. Aquanid, Espeon, interesting, and Goodra. I love Goodra. Goodra's a really good pick. Problem is all the good. There's not really any good grass left. And I have to have something grass.
Let's see.
I guess I could go ahead and take 2 of my tier 4 picks this next time around. And go ahead and pick up Kanga and... do I take Kanga and Weezing, or do I take Kanga and Magneton? Or I guess I could even take Weezing Magneton.
Or Magneton or Magnet Zone?
Magneton.
Gotcha.
Well, is Magnet Zone tier 3?
He's a tier 2.
Yeah, I'd rather have Magneton. He's cheaper. My tier 2s. I like Noivern. Noivern's a good pick for a tier 2. Gives me Tailwind and other things. I don't know. I got Dracovish though, so I've already got a Dragon type.
What was it?
I don't really want another Dragon type. So this next time, I think I definitely take Hat if it's still available.
What were you going to use for Trick Room?
Well, so Hat can set it
Oh, that's right.
herself. So if I get like a follow me user, like I think regular Togetic is tier 2. Or I can just run it with Fake Out, and that would also let me get it up pretty easily, I think. Or Togetic's a tier 2. I could take Togetic. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I think maybe I'd take Hat and a Follow Me user this next turn.
Hat and Togetic?
Yeah. Or Hat. I wish Butterfree was tier 3.
Pachirisu can learn Follow Me.
Pachirisu's not in this game.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I could take... So I could do...
Is he? I thought Pachirisu was coming in the update.
Well, I mean, maybe, but that doesn't help me now.
Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. You would have to be able to draft it.
Right. Hat Tangela. Hat Tangela, maybe. Oh, missed a couple picks here while we were talking. Somebody went ahead and took Rillaboom after I made the mistake and overdrafted to fix that. He took that. Somebody took Bisharp. That's a really good pick. And somebody took Galar Weezing. I think maybe... I'm trying to decide if I think it's better to go ahead and grab my 2 tier 4s immediately.
Oh, that guy. So there was only one person that doesn't have their Gmax because they put the Colossal Gmax in the wrong spot for the
Oh,
for
did
Orcos
they?
Alchemy. Yeah, they put him in tier 2 for
Oh.
some reason.
So there's only so it's just me and one other person then.
I think so.
So my chances of getting Hat or Snorlax are really good then. Okay.
This is.
Yeah, we've done a really bad job of doing this. Like everyone including me has done a really bad job of doing this. Somebody just took a pick. What did they take? Regular Blastoise. Okay. That guy's draft's looking pretty scary. He's the only other one on here I think that has a YouTube that puts stuff on. Oh no, that wasn't. It was St. Michael's Alchemy that took Blastoise. I thought it was Shoeboy. I know he's got a YouTube. Um, see what he takes. How did we not do the math that I was taking a third tier 1? I feel really bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I feel
Yeah,
really, really stupid.
we were sitting there debating the whole time which tier 1 you should take.
Yeah. Yep. Stibber dumb. Had we done what we had originally said and taken Gigalith that round, then it would have been no problem at all.
Yep.
Oh well, whatever. Not a big deal. We got it fixed.
I wonder if the guy that took Dracozolt so early is upset that you ended up with the Gigalith.
Yeah. Took Clefairy. Okay. Yeah, with Cinderace, that's a good pick. Where does that put him? I think that puts him having to take 2 tier 4s. Because I think he took 2. Yeah, I think this time around, I think maybe I take my tier 4s, like the 2 that I really like, 2 really good ones. Just make sure I get what I need there. And he took Butterfree. Okay. Interesting choice. Okay.
We'll see if this other guy finally takes his Gmax or not.
Yeah.
Because if he does, then you're
Oh
safe
yeah.
to just
Then I
leave Hat till the very
definitely.
end.
Yeah. Then I definitely take my tier 4s.
He took Clefairy and Butterfree. Yep.
Let's see. So when's the pick for the other guy that doesn't have a Gmax? His is next. Yeah.
It's coming up. Yeah.
Oh no, he has Colossal Gmax.
Yeah,
So
he's 2 picks away. He's the
2 picks
Samurai
away.
Jack.
Yeah, he's got the Togekiss. Hmm.
Hmm.
Indeed.
So you're gonna look at taking Kangaskhan.
And
What was the other
Magnezone,
two
probably.
for? Magneton, Magnezone.
Let's see. Yeah, I think those are probably the 2. I don't know. I also like Weezing.
Let's see how. I don't know. Like I feel like Weezing kind of works against you more than it would be helping.
You think? Yeah, you're probably right. But if I have Weezing, then nobody else can have Weezing. Well, but somebody already took the Alola one, which I guess is even more reason for me to have it, so it doesn't get used against me. Because you're right. Yeah, my abilities are pretty important.
Mhm.
Hmm. So it's the person that has the Frisian, Colossal, Blastoise, Sneasel's turn. That's a pretty scary lineup, not gonna lie. Frisian, Colossal, Blastoise, Sneasel, because Blastoise gets Aqua Jet. So between those two, he's got a really good chance of getting the G-Max Colossal set up, honestly.
Oh, you have the Incineroar for you get Incineroar and Kangaskhan for Fake Out.
Mm-hmm. Assuming I get the Kanga and I don't get sniped here, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
We're getting a little later. Hopefully this guy just doesn't take Hat, and then I can safely take my 2 tier 4s and take Hat as my very last pick. You think Magneton over... I'm surprised regular Rotom is a tier 4. Is regular Rotom bad?
I don't know.
Or is he like one of the ones that just has 100 in every stat? No, that's probably not right. 95 in each stat, maybe? I don't know. Now I'm interested.
He is... No, way worse than that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, 50 HP, 50 attack. So,
Ooh.
yeah, 95 special attack and 91 speed is okay, I guess, but yeah, not good.
The other forms are so much better.
Yeah, it's a 440 base stat total compared to 520
Yeah.
on the others.
Huh. I didn't realize it was that dramatically different. Interesting. Hmm.
What else do you want to pick up here for your tier 3s?
That's what I was looking at. If I don't take Magneton, then I could take Vikavolt. Vikavolt would be good on my Trick Room mode. I was also thinking maybe taking Tangela, because he has Rage Powder. Okay, so looks like we have a draft pick here. What did we get? Cottony. Okay. Fair. Fair. It's not bad. Does most of the same things as Whimsicott, just doesn't get Tailwind. Yes, draft has gone way, way, way longer than I had anticipated. But I think a part of it, I mean, this guy runs this website for free out of the goodness of his heart. So, I mean, we can't fault him on it, but it surprises me some of the things the website will and won't let you do. Oh, Serena's a tier 3. Serena's actually really good. I need a grass.
What about Tangrowth?
He's not. So if you run if I run Tangela, then he's bulkier. Because I can put
Tangela
the
is bulkier.
well with
With
Eviolite. Yeah. Basically, it would just be Sleep Powder and Redirection. Tangrowth is a tier 2.
Oh, I thought he was 3.
Mm-mm.
I must have been looking at the wrong spot.
Yeah. So Tangela would be a good pick, I think. Tangela Vikavolt would not be a bad. Well, but it doesn't give me a designated Trick Room setter. I think Tangela's may still be a good pick. I've still got one tier 2 left too. Let's not forget that. So I need a Trick Room setter. I need.
Are you not using Hat?
Well, yeah, but I would like to have another like dedicated Trick Room setter. I need a redirector. Or I guess I could just run a redirector and not have to worry about Hat being the one that's setting it. Oh, somebody drafted. Let's see what we got here. Regular Grimmsnarl. Okay, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
So you need this guy to pick up a G-Max.
Yes, I do. Hat. That's not Hat. That greatly... Oh, he picked. What did he pick? I picked up. Okay, cool. Okay, so he did pick up a G Max, but he didn't pick up Hat. So now the question is, do I roll that dice again and take the good tier fours, or do I take Hat to be safe? What did we get here?
It's gonna be really unfortunate if you don't end up getting Hat.
Yeah. So do I go ahead and take it then?
I can feel like you need that typing and the special attacker.
Yeah, and that's a good special attacker. So we had 3 picks just in a row there.
Also, I mean, he's like his Gmax move is pretty
Oh yeah,
good,
it's super good, super good. But he's really only very useful in Trick Room because he's not incredibly bulky.
Yeah, let me see.
So
what other Trick Room setters you got?
the play is either to take Hat and Togetic, or to take the tier fours and hope that I can get the other stuff I want later on. I mean, I've got Musharna still available. Musharna is a really good Trick Room setter.
I don't know if you want to waste your tier 2 on it, but there's a Rangaroo.
Ooh. A Rangaroo could be scary. So what if I take... That's interesting. But I'd have to make sure I got Tangela or even Fungus for redirection.
Yeah, you got Musharna. Comfey? What tier is Comfey?
Comfey's taken.
Oh, rip.
Somebody just picked Comfey. Comfey's actually really good for a lot of things. And I guess redirection isn't that big of a deal when I have Fake Out.
That guy got the Lycanroc midday with Tyranitar.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Shiinotic.
Yeah, I don't know what Shiinotic does. I assume he probably has Rage Powder, and I assume he's basically just a discount Amoonguss. I think. I don't know. I've never really looked at him before.
Let's find out.
Yeah, Hat also finishes my fantasy core. That gives me Dragon Steel and Fairy. I don't know if I want to risk not taking Hat this turn. Because I really don't want to get burned.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I understand the Shiinotic pick.
Does it not do what I thought it did?
I don't know, like it's got like weather and screens and stuff, but it doesn't have Prankster and it doesn't have like its abilities are kind of poo poo.
It's unfortunate. Is he a tier 4? Is he tier 3?
I don't know what tier he's in. I didn't see.
He's got to be a tier. I don't think he's tier 4 because I looked at those super close. So he's got to be tier 2. Yeah, he's tier 3. I mean, sorry. Oh, so we got pick go through.
I don't even see Rage Powder
Oh, somebody got auto picked unfortunately. Abomasnow, and then okay, Escavalier, Scrafty. Those are all really good picks. Scrafty's really good. I've been using Scrafty a little bit on the ranked ladder. Scrafty's fun. Intimidate, fake out, close combat. That's a pretty good combination. He's just slow.
Has the Magnetrix only gotten? He took his first 2 picks, and then the next 3 were auto select because they're all
Yeah.
A's. Aegis slash Araquanid Abomasnow.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
This
Yeah.
dude, the Great Ghastly, his team is, I don't even know, man. So he's got the Dreadnought that's not showing up on the draft, but that's what he's missing.
Yeah, I think
And
he's
then an
been
Appleton
getting
Alcremie.
he's been getting auto picked, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think that's what happened on both of those.
I mean, I would have liked to see what he was going for there if that's not auto pick.
No, I think it has to be. All right. Oh, well, yeah, it's Selgor. That's another A. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
my turn. Okay, so let's see. I think I just go ahead and take the hat
The
and
hat.
quit being scared or quit risking that I don't
Yeah,
get it because I think that
yeah.
you're right.
That's really bad if you don't get it.
Yeah, that hurts me a lot. Not Hatina. Hatterene Gmax. We'll slot
And
that
then
in. And then what do I take?
Kangaskhan's still available.
Kanga is still available. Do I go ahead and take it now?
What else you'd be getting instead?
Togetic.
Togetic for the Follow Me.
Yeah.
What tier is Togetic again?
Tier 2.
Mm,
That's my last
I
tier
would
2.
take the Kangaskhan first.
You think take the Kanga?
Yeah.
There's just not much redirection left. But you're right, I do really want Kanga, and that is the best tier 4 pick. One of the best tier 2. Yeah, I think I go ahead and take the Kanga.
So I think there's still other things to consider in tier 2.
Yeah. I'll take the Kanga.
What other Follow Me choices do you have?
Yeah. So there's my Gmax hat and my Kanga. I think those are good. So the problem is I don't really have much that plays super well in Trick Room right now. Let's see. Outside of the main boy there, I don't really have anything that's... Well, I guess Kanga's not... Well, no, Kanga's kind of fast too.
What about Incineroar?
Ensign's good. Yeah, that's true. Ensign and Hat. Gigalith, actually. Yeah. So I need a better Trick Room, a secondary Trick Room setter out of tier 3, for sure. Yeah, some people are already complaining that I took Kanga. That's funny. Yep, so Berg. Oh, it's an auto pick. Yep, there goes Togetic. I knew it. Knew it. So there's Dusknoir.
I still think the Kanga was the
I
right
agree.
call.
I like Kanga a lot. One of the best tier 4 picks. So I think I've got two tier 4 picks left, 2 tier 3 picks left, and 1 tier 2. Oh, things are being drafted.
And then 50 points left over.
Oh, somebody sniped my boy Mr. Rhyme.
Oh no.
Oh no, Rhymey. Oh no. So there's so 50 points. So I have to take 2 tier 4s, which is fine. There's a couple tier 4s I'm interested in anyway.
You could take it tier 3, right?
No, because I have to fill all my slots.
Uh-oh.
But I do get 2 tier 3s and a tier 2, and 2 more tier 4s. So I'm trying to look here and see what I can get the most mileage out of for tier 2. I think for tier 3, if it's still there when it comes back around, I think I have to take Tangrowth. Or not Tangrowth, Tangela, if it's still there. Because that's like one of the last redirectors left. Let's see, somebody just took Serena. That's a really solid tier 3 pick. Really solid tier 3 pick. So let's see. So I have to take Tangle if it's still there, but what else do I take? Bronzong is tier 2. Tangle or Chandelier is tier 2. Those are both
Rangaroo.
in Oranguru. Oranguru gives me better. Well, Oranguru gives you Instruct. Oh, somebody just got picked. Lucario. Okay, interesting. Do the person that took Lucario, do they have beat up? Or are they just going for the inner focus route? Let's see who took Lucario. Lucario. Oh yeah, they have Whimsicott, so yeah, that's a thing. Heliolisk, interesting pick. Okay. I think Heliolisk does more than I think it does, because I see a lot of people like it, but I don't really know what it does. I still have Delmise as a tier 2. Jolteon, that's a really good pick. I'm still interested in Delmise because that's a really powerful grass attacker.
He's tier 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
There's a lot of things that would be good for you too, which is questionable.
Gastrodon. Ooh. Well, but I have. Never mind. I've already got a really solid water type. I don't really need Gastrodon as much as I want to think that I might. Does Gourgeist learn Trick Room?
I don't think so. I could check.
Yeah, if you don't mind, check for me. Because if Gourgeist learns Trick Room, then that's super good. Because that gives me Grass and Ghost and something that can set Trick Room.
He learns Trick or Treat.
That's not as good.
Oh, he does learn Trick Room.
Does he? What does his stats look like? Let me pull him up over here. That didn't sound promising.
They're interesting.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
He's got. Wait, why are these all?
Yeah, what does Gourgeist even do? I don't know that I've ever looked at him before.
I honestly didn't even know this. Apparently, his stats are different based on his size.
What?
Just slightly.
His speed and HP and his attack and. What?
It's weird.
Also, did not know that.
So he could be faster or slower. He could have 54 speed or he could have 99 speed based on size.
So basically, I'd want.
His defense is always 122. His
Hmm.
physical attack is really high. That's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah. What does
I mean,
what does his moveset look like?
Mostly special.
Grassy Glide. Okay. Poltergeist.
Oh, he does get Grassy Glide.
And Poltergeist. Poltergeist hits like a truck. He gets Ally Switch. Power Whip. Okay. It's just more physical attackers, though.
Right.
Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp. I mean, he's got some stuff.
It's good type coverage for you. And it's
Yeah, it is. Now, how does his stats compare to Delmise, though? Because I think Delmise is way
definitely better stat-wise.
Yeah. I mean, 85 HP isn't terrible. 100 attack, 122 defense. 75 special defense, I wish was higher.
Yeah,
But,
I guess you would want the supersized one for low speed and
right. Unless you're gonna pull a sneaky and run him with 99 speed, just for like a super quick. Yeah, but his attack is way lower that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are the chances of me getting a supersized? Getting the exact one I want.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What about Executor? Does Executor get Trick Room?
Let's see.
We're still a long ways from my pick, so we have plenty of time to look at this.
Executor also. Executor gets Trick Room.
Oh, let's see. There's a pick. Oh, there goes Wheezing off the board. That was my next pick. That's okay. Yeah, I really wanted that one. Just so other people couldn't have it.
Who picked up Basculin?
I don't know. I thought that was kind of a weird pick too. So chlorophyll or harvest executor, interesting. Somebody else pick. Yeah, Behem. That's not a bad pickup.
Just a Frisk. Yeah.
What does Executor's stats look like? 95 HP, 95 attack, 85 defense, 75 special defense, fairly slow, on 125 special attack. So he gets expanding force.
If you went Alolan Executor, he's even slower.
Yeah, but does he get Trick Room?
Yeah.
Alolan Executor gets Trick Room.
That's what it said.
Yeah, but he's physical. Oh no,
he's special attack.
He's still special.
He just has more physical attack for some reason.
Okay. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Do I really want another dragon type though?
Well, he's not weak to dragon or fairy.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, I'm dumb. I'm looking at regular Executor.
Oh, okay.
I
was say that
was weak to dragon and fairy.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't make
sense.
sense.
That makes significantly more sense. Okay. So looking at my team,
he's 4x weak to ice. That sucks too.
Yeah, that's really bad. I can't believe that Alolan learns Trick Room. So right now, I only have one fairy weakness right now. Only have one dragon weakness right now. And I have Excadrill that hits both of those things like a truck.
Are you? I feel you're pretty much done with type coverage after you get grass.
Ooh, somebody just took Terrakion. Yeah, grass finishes out my Firewater grass core, and I've already got a fantasy core with Hatterene, Excadrill, Dracovish. So I've got like the two main like type cores already. I've got three things that are pretty good in Trick Room already. Three things that are pretty good out of Trick Room already. I've got good sand synergy. So what do I need? I need a grass type, for sure. There's not that many good ones left. I think, man, that's tough. I think Executor does a good job of fitting what I need, which is a Trick Room setter and a grass type. Like that gives me both. But I've also got Tangela that I think is a must pick up if it's still available. Because I don't have any redirection right now. Oh, Decidueye is a tier 3.
Yeah, see, I was just looking at him.
Yeah.
What if you ran him with what if you ran him with Iron Ball or something?
Decidueye is fantastic. Like he should be a tier 2 in my opinion. Yeah, I've been running him. I've ran him on ranked a decent amount. Like I like him a lot. So yeah, that narrows this down a lot. What other tier 4s are good that are available? Is Garbodor good?
You asked me that. I'm not sure.
I know. Well, Girder. Girder is good. Like his pull up Girder's stats here. Um, because in Trick Room, because it looks like I'm gonna have a strong Trick Room mode and a strong like fast mode, so people are not gonna know what I'm gonna bring, which
Mhm.
is pretty awesome. So he has Guts, Sheer Force, and Iron Fist. Oh, looks like we had a draft pick. What did we have? Noivern. Man,
He's
I love
he's
Noivern.
not exceptionally bulky.
Oh, is he less bulky than I thought he was?
He's only got 50 special defense.
Oh, that's bad. But 105 attack, and if you run him with Eviolite, oh, there's another draft pick. What did we have? Chandeler's gone. Okay. 105 attack is nothing to sneeze at, and with Eviolite, that's gonna make him a lot bulkier.
What else are you gonna So what about Trick Room setters?
So for Trick Room setters, I have a lot of choices in Tier 3 for Trick Room setters. I think, let's see. There goes Ribombi and Scorch. Interesting to take Scorch. So I think if, like I said, if Tangela is there, I'm going to take Tangela. And then, yeah, but that doesn't let me take Decidueye. Kind of got myself into a corner here, didn't I? Oh, how about Dottler?
I have no idea what he does.
I think he doesn't do like anything offensive, but I think with Eviolite, he's like super bulky. Let me look.
He's low on HP, but he's got 80 defense, 90 special defense. Very slow.
Yeah, so is it?
Gets Trick Room, gets a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that might be a potential Trick Room setter. That has potential. What does Bronzor's stats look like?
Bronzor.
Bronzor. So I'm looking at tier 4 picks here. Oh,
No, that ain't a chief.
Stat
I mean, he's got defense, but he's got a base stat total of 300.
Ooh. What was the stat total on Dottler?
A little bit higher than that, I think.
Here I've got Dottler pulled up. 335, so not super much higher.
Yeah. I think Dottler has way better moves.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of options.
What does he get? Let's see. Sticky Web. That may just be worth it right there. Well, but you don't really want to lower their speed if you're doing Trick Room, so never mind, ignore me. Ally Switch.
Helping Hand, Imprison, Screens.
Those are all good.
Yeah.
That may be my Trick Room setter then. And that would let me. Yeah. Do I want to do that though, or do I want to take Executor?
Let me look at Executor's stats again. What he gets.
Oh, now it's my turn. Oh, somebody took Bunnelby. Okay. Oh, the one being auto drafted. Okay. Oh no, it's my turn. Oh, we haven't decided anything.
You have to take 2 picks here, right?
Yeah. So
Tangela is still there?
Tangela is still there. So I take Tangela for sure.
I don't know, man. Executor's got a lot of weaknesses, but his stats are better. He gives you another special attack or 2.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like a crazy move pool, but
yeah. So I think I take Tangela for sure for redirection. Because I have to have redirection, and I don't have it currently. And then for my second pick, do you think Executor?
hold on, I'm scrolling through his moves still, see what else he gets.
Does he get Energy Ball? He gets Trick Room.
Yeah, he's got like Giga Drain, obviously the psychic ones.
Giga Drain is good.
Sludge Bomb, Psyshock. He doesn't have any like crazy, and I don't know. I'd almost say Executor just because, yeah, he can actually attack.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I really do, and that just so that gets both of my tier 3s. That gives me a potential. I mean, Executor you can make super bulky if you want.
Yeah, I think Executor is probably fine. I wish he had better moves, but oh, it does get Leaf Storm, Grass Knot. Expanding Force.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Executor was the right call there. I mean, if nothing else, I can always drop him for another tier 3 later. But I think that's the right call. Let's see what drafts. Um, somebody took Thwacky. I think that's a good pick. Somebody took Chargebug. That's interesting. So I'm out of tier 3s. I have one tier 2 left. And then still 2 tier 4s, right? Yeah. So 2 tier 4s, 1 tier 2, and that's it. Okay. So we've got everything we wanted now. We've got our Firewater Grass core. We've got our Fantasy core with Hat, Excadrill, and what's the other one? Dracovish. And then we've got Kangaskhan, which is the best tier 4. Our typing looks pretty good. Because we got Fire Dark, we've got Grass, we've got Psychic, Normal, Fairy, Ground, Steel, Water, Dragon, Rock. So there's 4 types we're missing. So what 4 types are we missing?
Ice Bug,
Ice Bug,
Poison,
and Ghost. Because there's 14 types, right?
Yes. Let's go with that.
I think that's right. So let's see.
Well, if you dropped, I'm just looking back now. If you did drop Executor, you could pick up the Dottler from tier 4, and that frees you up to take like the Decidueye.
I don't know. I kind of like the Executor pick though. I think if it's still available when it comes around, I think I take Girder. Because right now I'm a little weak to Dark. Well, I say that I've got Hat.
It's awesome. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah, I'm looking through tier 2s right now because I think I take an attacker from tier 2. So I don't have electric or ice right now. I could take Arctozolt. What does Arctozolt do? Has there been any drafts since I wasn't paying attention? No. Let's look at Arctozolt. What does he get?
No, Frostmoth is kind of slow.
True. And that
it
gives
gives
me
you
2
bug and
types I don't
ice.
have, yeah. And that gives me really good special defense. Because that's something I'm a little lacking on right now too, is Spadef.
And he's got the ice scales and 95 or 90 base special defense.
Ooh, somebody just picked up a Moongus. Nice. So Arctozolt is going to have Slush Rush. So I guess I could go double weather and pick up a Alolan Ninetales and Arctozolt. That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? That's actually tempting.
What the heck are Arctisol's stats?
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. You right. You right. Does he get? He gets freeze dry and bolt beak, which are both really
He's-
good, but yeah, his stats are
I don't
kind
think
of.
you. I don't think you want another Sludge Rush anyways. If you got the other half is Trick Room.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. I was just looking at
What
options
the
here
heck?
because I do have a tier
Dumb
2 I have
Pokemon.
to take. Do what?
I was just laughing at Arctisol.
Oh yeah. What does Ice Cube do?
Oh, I like Ice Cube. Is he what tier is he?
He's tier 2.
I mean, he's physical though.
Of course he is. Somebody took Ghastly for some reason, and Hawlucha. Hawlucha's pretty good.
Ice Cube is more. He's better in singles, I think, anyways. Though.
Is he? What about Flygon? What does Flygon do?
He only gets Levitate, which is unfortunate, I guess. But
Yeah. I feel like he should have a sand move or sand ability,
right.
seeing as you could only get him in a sandstorm. What does he do? Not much. Okay. I mean, none of his stats are bad. He's just none of his stats are good. It's unfortunate. I guess Gastrodon is still an option. I don't know that it's a great option, but it's an option. Does Liepard have Prankster? Ooh, Meowstic. Ooh, hold on.
I don't think Liepard does.
Male Meowstic is available. And I have a tier 2 pick still. That gives me lots of options.
Does he have Trick Room?
Yeah. He has Trick Room, he has Imprison, he has Screens, he has Thunder Wave.
Fake Out. He has Fake Out too.
And Fake Out, yeah.
Oh no, it's female. Does male learn it too?
I'm like 99% sure, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that may be the pick. That may be the winner.
Male does learn it.
That gives me a third Psychic type, though. Which increases that dark weakness I was complaining about.
Let's see.
But then I could drop. What does Pangoro do? Does Pangoro do things?
He's got Scrappy. I know that.
And he has Iron Fist. I know that. I know his abilities. I just don't know what his. And his typing is really good.
The only thing I know about Pangoro is that I use him for shiny hunting a lot. He's got False Swipe and Scrappy.
That's fair. That's fair. Iron Fist, Mold Breaker, and Scrappy are all really good abilities. Luxray, somebody just picked up Luxray. Luxray is a really good pick at tier 3. I like Luxray a lot. What do Pangoro's stats look like? 124 attack, that's really good. His defenses aren't super great, but his typing is good. 58 speed, so he'd be good in Trick Room. If I were to... Huh?
I was gonna say I don't know how to get away from that dark weakness, but also get a good grass type. Because all the remaining ones are like the Decidueye and Delmice, who are also weak to dark still.
Right.
And Executor, who is also weak to dark.
Right. So that's why I was looking at. I don't know, because I think Meowstic could bring a lot to this team, but he's dark weak. I wanted Hitmonchan. It's a bummer.
What tier is Pangoro?
Pangoro's tier 3, so I'd have to drop
Executor
for it. I don't know if it's worth it.
Where are we at in the draft?
Yeah, how far are we from me? I haven't looked in a while. Who just picked?
It's like the Mount Creamies just picked, or no? No, my thing's glitching out.
Somebody that I think had been auto drafting for a little while there, I think is who just picked. I think we're still got 3 or 4 people ahead of me. Yeah, there's still 4 people ahead of me. What do I take from
Galar Slowbro learns Trick Room.
Yeah. I think I think between Executor and Hat, now that I have redirection, I think I'm okay on Trick Room. Probably. Maybe. I think I need another attacker. Is what I need from tier 2, I think. Because I have decent support already, right? I have Incineroar and Tangrowth. Those are both good support. Kangaskhan has Fake Out. So I think maybe I need an attacker.
Let's see.
I'd like to have a good fighting type. Is Passimian good?
I'm not sure about that one.
What if you did
a
Min
fighting
Xiao is
type?
available.
What if you did a fighting type Silvally?
Silvally is interesting. Oh god. They were just like everybody picked. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, no, Shoeboy just drafted. We're at the top of the lineup.
I don't know what.
Okay, yeah, no, we're at the top. We have plenty of time.
Okay. See what he learns.
I also could take Komomomomo.
Yeah, it gives you another dragon.
Yeah. And and another fighting.
Yeah.
Because honestly, what I'm kind of concerned about is dark types. I actually don't hate that pick. Who were you looking at?
I was looking at Silvally, but never mind on that.
He's not that good, I don't think.
He
I
only
want him to be.
learns. It looks like the only fighting move he learns is reversal.
Yeah. Well, and then if you have the fighting memory, whatever his one attack is becomes fighting. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
what about my boy Surfetched?
Where is he at? Is he 2 or 3?
He's tier 2. My main squeeze.
You're looking at him and who was
My
the
big bay. Mr. Surfetched.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm looking at Surfetched and Komomomomomo. Or however you say his name, I don't know. This is a long video, guys. I'm sorry. That's okay though. We're gonna do the thing. I don't care. So Surfetched has 135 base attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He's only got a 65 base speed, but his defense and his special defense are both really good too. Huh.
Komo's got some crazy stats.
Does he? What's his total?
600.
Okay. What are his stats? So I don't have to
75
look him up.
HP, 110 attack, 125 defense, 100 special attack, 105 special defense, and 85 speed.
Ooh. So I've never. I know. So his 4x fairy weakness scares me.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Flying, Psychic, Ice Dragon, 4x Fairy.
Yeah. That's a lot of weaknesses. Is he weak to Psychic too?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's. His typing concerns me.
Resists Dark Rock, Bug, and then obviously the Elementals.
Yeah. Let me look and see what all Surfetched gets here, because I do genuinely love Surfetched. He gets Simple Beam.
Oh, he also gets Scrappy. Steadfast or Scrappy.
Close Combat, Leaf Blade. Both really good. Gets... I mean, he's got some support stuff too, like Helping Hand, I guess, if I wanted.
It kind of works out because, I mean, if you're using him because you're afraid of the dark weakness, right?
Oh.
So he's...
He gets Grassy Glide.
That's interesting. Yeah, you're using him because you're afraid of the dark weakness, so you would be using him with your Trick Room team, and he's kind of slow, so that works out.
Yeah. Or you could run him Scarf.
Yeah.
Because Scarf Meteor Assault is going to kill almost anything.
It's so wacky, the 135 attack.
Yeah. He gets Solar Blade. He gets some crazy stuff, dude. He gets Brave Bird.
Man, I'm down. I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Oh, he gets Knockoff too? Bro, I'm taking Surfetched. He's going to be my tier 2 attacker. He my boy.
You are so, you have so many physical attackers.
I
guess it's
know.
fine, but
So does my other team. I don't know. I'm just a physical guy.
You got the Hatterene. I mean, that's two. At least that's two pretty strong special typing, like Psychic Fairy.
Magneton is also still available. Yeah. If Magneton is still available when it gets to me, one, why? 2, then I take Magneton. Because I don't have an electric type right now. And that gives me another steel type to help cover some fairy weaknesses to some of my boys. I can't believe Magneton's available. See if it still is. I'm jinxing it by talking about it. Speaking it into existence. What just got taken? Cloyster? Yeah. Cloyster's a good pick. I like Cloyster. It's got Skill Link, and then you can give it a King's Rock. That's terrifying.
Phalanx is also in tier 2, but
yeah,
it's better in singles.
Lilligant. I like Phalanx, but yeah. Dude. Dude, if Magneton's still available, what are these people thinking? I'm looking here because I don't know what I'd take if it's not. I'm definitely taking Big Bay Surfetched.
You don't have a flying type.
I don't? Okay. So I guess I could do the same thing I did on my other. So Noctow's available. Doesn't Noctowl do okay things?
He's not terrible.
I guess I could take Vespiquen again.
Yeah, you are missing a bug, too.
Bug I'm not super worried about. I mean, Bug type doesn't... I don't know. Bug type's kind of an underwhelming typing, honestly.
And Noctowl isn't crazy, but he...
Is he better than some of the other choices?
As far as like a flying type goes, probably. Or at least in tier 4, let me see.
Unfezant gets super luck, I know that. What does Noctowl get? Obviously, I think I take Magneton if it's available. I think it's too good not to. And it helps cover my Excadrill better. It's mid speed, so I can run it in or out of Trick Room. Let's see. Let me see what Noctowl does. Tinted Lens. That's interesting. It's probably the only thing you'd run on it. Doesn't really. Yeah, its moveset's not great. I mean, it gets Hypnosis.
Yeah. Gets Moonblast. That's interesting.
Gets Reflected Light Screen. That's a thing. Or maybe it just gets Reflect. Maybe it doesn't get Light Screen. Yeah, it only gets Reflect. That's weird. Never seen that before, I don't think. I assume.
Oh, he's sold on the Surfetch though for tier 2.
Oh yeah, I'm still taking Surfetched for sure.
Gotcha.
I just don't know what I'm going to take for my last pick. I think Magneton if it's available.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because if Noctowl got Tailwind, then I would consider it, but he doesn't get Tailwind, and his regular defense is abysmal.
I think
Yeah.
you want the electric
Yeah, for sure.
typing.
Yeah, if I get the chance, I'm going to take it.
Got
If I don't get the chance, then
Exeggutor,
we'll
Tangela.
figure it out. I don't hate Vespiquen still, and I don't hate Girder. Oh, well, no, I don't need Girder because I'm taking Surfetched if I can.
Yeah.
So somebody just took Bronzor. Okay. What does Stunfisk do? Does it do anything like regular Stunfisk?
Stunfisk, no.
No? Okay. I guess I can take Mawile, but I don't really get that much value out of him, I don't think. Lantern isn't very good either, I don't think, is he?
I'm not sure on that one.
I don't think he is. I mean, I think he's okay, but... So here's a question. Is it worth taking... what is Grapploct? Is that a better choice than Surfetched since he's a tier 4?
What else would you be taking? I don't know. I like Surfetched.
I do too. Because Grapploct... Yeah. Grapploct's not bad.
I think he's another one that's kind of better in singles.
Yeah. Well, but he's got 80 HP, 118 attack, 90 defense, 70 special attack, 80 special defense, 42 speed. So again, he'd be a Trick Room only, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Surfetched. I like Surfetched. And I'm a huge Farfetch'd fan, so getting to use Surfetch'd would be cool.
Yeah,
We'll see if these people let me have
it's
Magneton.
an interesting pick. I like it. It'll be more fun for sure.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. Without
your
doubt.
team in general is just kind of like I think the Dracovish, Surfetch, random could pop off at any moment.
Right. So I'll have. So I still have 2 tier 4s left. Oh gosh, just a bunch of stuff just went off the board. Let's see, make sure I'm still good. Raboot, interesting. Somebody took Delmise, okay, that's a good pick. Somebody took Quagsire for some reason. I don't think Quagsire does many things, but I've been wrong before. I think it's almost my pick. And I think we actually know what we're doing.
Terrible, but... So yeah, Surfetch, Magneton, they're still there?
Yeah. Surfetch'd I'm less surprised about, but I cannot believe they're going to let me have Magneton unless this person poops on my hopes and dreams, which is always a possibility. I think I can just hit back and go to Surfetch'd. One more? Yeah. Let's see. No, they took Alakazam. Coolsies. They're going to let me have Magneton for some reason. I can't believe it went this far. Magneton is... Oh, what just happened? Stop that. You go back. Yeah, Magneton's incredible. Cool. Second best tier 4, period. I got both of the 2 best tier 4s. That's pretty awesome. So, my boy Sirfetch'd. Why is it showing Igglybuff? That's not what I want. I want Sirfetch'd. Thank you. Sirfetch'd. Submit. Okay. Beautiful. And yeah, I mean, Magneton's the pick, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt. Yeah, Magna Boy. Where you at? That's a magic card, but I don't want that. Magneton. Submit. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. My boy's here sleeping on Magneton. That's a mistake right there. That's a big mistake. Magneton's fantastic. Cool. So now do I just go like all out and take Farfetch'd too? And just really mean
Well, you
this?
just have 2 more tier 4s, right?
I have one more tier 4.
Let's
One
see.
final pick from tier 4.
Is there anything that could be useful?
Dude, I think everybody in my league stop listening for a minute. I think Scarf on Sirfetch'd could be terrifying. Scarf Brave Bird, Scarf Meteor Assault.
Definitely be unexpected.
Yeah. You could one-shot some stuff easy.
You could probably get away with running it either Trick Room too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I'm bringing my Trick Room mode, yeah, for sure, because I'm going to be a little bit Dark Week on the Trick Room mode. So yeah, for some reason I thought that Sirfetch'd got Fake Out, but he doesn't. Which honestly is fine. He doesn't need it, but he gets Knockoff, which could be freaking awesome in certain situations. So what do I take for my last tier 4?
That's what I'm looking at.
My choices aren't great. So I could check 2 boxes and take Delibird. Like, I don't think Delibird's terrible. Like, I think it gets some decent stuff. Let me look. Because I know Wolfie had talked about wanting it, but I don't know why. So it has Hustle.
Mega Evolve Gold lately.
So he has Hustle. Okay. He only learns Drill Peck and Present naturally. So that's a thing. Drill Peck is good though. Ice Punch. Okay. What does he learn here? Let me look. Helping Hand. So far I'm not understanding. Seed Bomb and Brave Bird and Drill Run. Those are all things. Oh, he gets a lot of egg moves. He gets Aurora Veil.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but you'd have to have. He gets Freeze Dry.
Yeah, you have to voice it up ice.
Destiny Bond, Fake Out, Ice Shard, Triple Axle. What do his stats look like? Absolutely abysmal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Usually
I guess
you're right,
grace
Wolfie, but
is
I
that
don't
he's
understand.
got 75 speed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what. I mean, he's interesting for sure, but there's always Dunsparce. It's always Dunsparce.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically. Technically, Dunsparce is an option. I don't think that's. I don't think Emolga does anything. I mean, really, there's not much left to go off. I guess I could take Dracloak. I don't know why I would, but I could. So I've asked this like 6 times, and you haven't answered me
Yeah,
yet.
I know. I'm going. I was.
What does Garbodor do?
I was typing it in right before you said it. I was like, well, let's go look.
Because what else? I mean, what else do I take? I mean, really, there's nothing else very good. Unless I'm just sleeping on something. I guess Linoon gets some interesting things, but I don't think interesting enough.
I don't
Lopunny.
think
Um,
Garbodor does anything.
um, yeah. I could take Manectric. Manetric's not bad.
He's got spikes.
Spikes aren't very good in doubles, though. I could take Manectric. I don't hate Manectric. Dude, all right. I think we have to take Vespiquen again.
Oh no.
I think we have to. Like, looking at
What
the
about
list here, what else do I take?
Galar Lanoon? Isn't he like a decent support?
I mean, I think they're okay. Yeah, maybe. What about Pinsir? Does Pinsir do anything?
Without Mega Evolving?
Correct.
It's got Moxie.
Is that enough
But
though? I mean, I don't have a bug type. I I don't have bug or flying, and my top bitch Vespiquen's still out there.
Lord. I feel like you're never going to use Vespiquen in your other draft league.
Oh no, definitely not.
Pinsir's got hmm.
You keep saying Pinsir's got and then saying and I don't know what that means. I'm pulling him up for myself.
Yeah, he's got stats.
Does he?
For sure.
That's good.
125 attack.
That's good. 100 defense is also good. He's got a 500 stat total. Like 85 speed, 70 speed def's not bad, especially if you run Assault Vest. 100 defense, 125 attack. Like, are his moves just abysmal?
Not really. He's got
Throat chop,
X-Scissor,
high
high
horsepower,
horsepower.
Stone Edge.
Close
He's got close combat. Maybe I'd take Pinsir? Question mark.
I'm not like opposed to it.
Earthquake.
It's Rock Slide.
Yeah. Why is he so low? Yeah, I think. I mean, again, I'm taking another physical attacker. So basically, I just run Wide Lens Guillotine, right?
Yes.
I don't even think Wide Lens works on Guillotine, but. Alright, somebody just picked something. What did they pick? Azu and then Dubwool. Interesting. Storm Throw's interesting. Yeah. Why not?
You know,
He's available? Go ahead.
Pinsir, yeah.
Yeah, if he's available, I'd take Pinsir. Yeah.
Also, he's got a very strong attack.
Yeah.
And bug counters dark, which you were afraid of. So
that's true.
I doubt it gets used, but
yeah, it's possible.
If you go up against a dark heavy squad, then you might as well bring him.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me look at people's drafts real quick and see what I'm afraid of here. See what I think I may need extra coverage against before I take this last pick of the tier 4 that I'm obviously going to use all the time.
How much?
Doublade, yeah. So, okay, so first guy's got Corviknight, Butterfree, Gengar, Maractus, Rhydon, Weezing, Cinderace, Strikazult, Clefairy.
Dude, the guy with the G-Max Grimmsnarl and Tyranitar, he's also got Whimsicott Lucario.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Be sick nasty.
So that's like this guy's got Virizion, Colossal, Blastoise, Sneasel. Like that's really good, and Charizard. Somebody took Chansey. Man, Chansey's terrifying if played right. Like absolutely terrifying.
Arachnus Gengar.
So then the next one, Grimmstyle, Trakian, Masharna, Salazzle, Jolteon, Weezing, Drifblim, Indeedee. It's okay, I guess. Togekiss, Sableye, Bisharp, Tentacruel, Heliolisk, Hitmonchan, Arcanine, Noivern, Lycanroc. They're a little slow on offense there. You're right. The Whimsicott Lucario team, yeah, that one's scary.
Mm-hmm. There really isn't.
Whimsicott, Lucario, Chandelure, Lycanroc, Luxray, yeah, that team's super scary. Tyranitar and Rillaboom, yeah.
There really isn't anybody with Dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking here.
There's G-Max Grimmsnarl, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And Sneasel, I guess, but Sneasel probably doesn't have many
offensive.
offensive. Yeah.
The Alolan Marowak and the Porygon 2 together is a little scary. But, I mean, I just fake out Vicious Rend, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's not any dark. I mean, there's stuff with dark moves.
Yeah.
That Rhyperior team without a great way to set Trick Room. That's the one that was mostly auto drafted. The one with Venusaur Torkoal is pretty scary. Not gonna lie there. Just across the board, that one's pretty scary. They need a better way to set Trick Room. I guess Dusknoir is a pretty good way to set Trick Room.
He's got Dragapult, Venusaur. He's got a Moongus too.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary team too. A Braviary, nice. Cinderace, Dragalge, Scrafty, Drapion, Fletchinder, Thwackey, Dusclops. Yeah, that one's not bad. Dusclops, Dragalge are pretty scary together, but Hat is not super scared of that. Especially if that one's got a solid Trick Room mode, but so do we, so I'm not terrified of that one. And I've got really good ways of denying Trick Room if I just really want to. That one was almost all auto draft. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's okay. Somebody took Mawile. I think that's a good pick. So you're right. There's not really any dark for me to be afraid of. Honestly, the scariest stuff that I'm looking at here, a lot of it's like fire type and Trick Room stuff.
Yeah. There's you are kind of lacking. Let's see. Wait. Did you ever get an Ice type?
No. What are you gonna say I was lacking against?
Ways to deal with grass. Like
yeah.
For Rillaboom G-Max and that Venusaur team. I guess. Well,
I've got Incineroar and Surfetched.
You could use the Pinsir for that, I guess. Too.
And the Pinsir. Yeah. Let's see if I can get Pinsir, I'm gonna take Pinsir. Somebody took Manectric, somebody took Gastrodon. Yeah. Yeah, I think because when I go up against those grass matchups, there's a good chance that Pinsir could put in some work actually.
What was his speed?
Pinsir
was actually kind of high.
It's like 85, yeah. I think I've got it pulled up here still.
Yeah, it's 85.
The problem is there's not very many good bug moves.
He's got X-Scissor at least.
Yeah, that's really like the only good bug move, right?
I think so. At least physical wise, he doesn't
learn any move tutor moves, which is kind of surprising. Does he learn Mega Horn?
I didn't see it.
Let me look. Because if he gets Mega Horn, that helps a lot. That could be part of why he's relatively low ranked, is because he doesn't get super good moves. Yeah, he literally X-Scissors his only stab. Somebody took, I don't know what they took. It hasn't loaded yet.
Yeah, you can't really drop any of your tier 3s.
Oh, that was a bunch of skip. That's weird. Okay.
If you had a tier 3 that you could drop, which I don't think you do, Heracross is there. Heracross would have been neat.
Heracross would have been neat. Yeah, I mean, there's enough coverage for Pinsir. I think he's still the pick. What is Scyther tier 3? Yeah, that's weird. Does Skuntank do anything?
Don't know. He's got good typing.
Yeah. Which if he's tier 4 with that typing probably means he's pretty bad.
Let's see.
So I could also, man, I keep coming back to Vespiquen, man.
He's got a 479 stat total. His defense sucks though.
Skuntank does.
Yeah, both defense and special defense are in the 60s. He's got 103 HP, but yeah. Only weak to ground though.
I don't know. I still think either Pinsir or Vespiquen, I think, has to be the pick here.
Skuntank does get access to Flamethrower and Fire Blast.
Right. What does his special attack look like?
71. It's not great. Does he get any? I doubt he gets any physical fire moves. Yeah, no.
Sure, yeah.
It's Throat Chop.
Yeah. Yeah. So does Pinsir, though. Pinsir has a way higher stat total.
I think the Pinsir is better.
Yes, but is the Pinsir better than Vespiquen?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
These are the real questions, Lucas. Let me pull up my girl Vespi's stuff here.
Taking a look.
I mean, 80 attack, 102 defense, 80 special defense, 102 special defense. I think you're right. I think I gotta take Pinsir. Somebody took Galvantula.
And Vespiquen's just too much work to get set up, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna do anything unless you
like
get some attack orders off or something stupid.
Right. I think Pinsir has a chance though. Especially, you're right. I'm a little grass weak. I didn't think about that. I'm more grass weak than I want to be. Granted, Incineroar's fantastic, and Hatterene gets max flare. So.
Oh, Hatterene gets max flare.
Yeah, from Mystical Fire.
Yeah, that's pretty dope then.
Yeah. So I'm not like terrified of, and a lot of grass, like especially Venusaur, is also poison type. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The Rillaboom will be like kind of annoying, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then yeah, both of those were drafted too, the G-Max and the regular.
Yeah. Rillaboom doesn't do hardly anything to Incineroar though, so.
That's good.
There is that. Scoliopeed, interesting.
What else was there? There's also the guy with Virizion.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have a fly. Well, Scarf Brave Bird on Surfetched. And G-Max Hat can just max Psychic.
Yeah.
Or max Fairy or whatever. This is a pretty scary draft. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly excited about the Dracovish.
Yeah.
But the Surfetched might be fun too.
Dude, I think I'm more excited about the Surfetched than anything.
I like Djokovic. He's a derpy boy.
Especially once he gets Sand Rush. I mean, come on. Sand Rush Dracovic gonna do work.
Curious, did that other guy ever get a way to set sand? Uh,
I don't think so.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, he could have. I mean, I guess you can always rock fall with something. I guess. Someone just took.
Yeah, you got right on. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the plan.
So I have to technically draft a tier 2 here.
Oh, it won't even let you
Let me
select.
let me see if it'll just let me draft Pincer in that spot.
I bet you it will.
Let's see what happens if I try to draft Pincer.
Can we talk
see what
about
happens?
the best draft in this league? Appleton, Xilgore, Avalug, Alchemy, Alakazam, Bunnelby, Charger Bug, Applin. All the auto picks. And before he wipes the floor with the Applin Appleton opener. Did Pincer go through?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Very last pick of the draft.
Hell yeah.
Picked up Pincer for my very last boy. So what do you think? How do you think we did? I had somebody comment in the chat already. You know, looking at it, I think Kanan has the scariest draft. But there were a few picks after that, so let's take a look and see what people got. So, Corviknight, it's all right. With my really physical team, that can be a problem, I guess. But Magneton handles that super easy. Butterfree, Gengar, Maractus, Rhydon, and Trick Room can be okay. Weezing was a really good pick for him because a lot of his stuff doesn't rely on abilities. So Weezing was a really, really good pickup for him. The only problem is Gmax Cinderace relies heavily on its ability, which was his best Pokemon on his team, obviously, and same for Clefairy. So um, Weezing can be okay for him, I think. Cinderace, Clefairy next to each other is going to be really scary to deal with. Dracozolt next to Clefairy can also be a problem, I think. And his tier 4s are there. Manectric, decent speed with Snarl, you know. Mawile, Intimidate. The next one, I think, is pretty scary. Virizion, Colossal, and Sneasel all together is really good. Blastoise and Basculin both get Aqua Jet to activate the Colossal. Cottonee is a discount Whimsicott. Then Behem, Zweilous, Charizard, Braviary. It's a pretty scary draft, honestly. I think that's the one that I'm the most concerned about so far. Like even looking through him earlier, I think he's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, so that core of like Colossal, Blastoise, Virizion, Sneasel, and Charizard.
Yeah.
And Bravery too.
And Braviary, yeah.
Like I could see that just being his team that he brings most of the time.
Yeah, and Braviary is scary to me because obviously I want to bring Incineroar every game, and Intimidate into Braviary is a really bad idea.
Yeah.
So just means I may not. Man, that makes that really tough. I mean, looking at his team, I don't really see any reason I would bring.
I imagine the Excadrill does decent damage to him, right?
To Braviary?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that's a game that there's options, but that team's pretty terrifying. Next one, Indeedee female, really good pick. Drifblim with Unburden's going to be good. Weezing Galar, I don't know if that's high enough to be a tier 2, but Jolteon, Salazzle, Titanal, Gmax Rillaboom. Double terrain on this team, which is interesting. Um, doing that with Driftblim is good though. Grimmsnarl, Terrakion, Salazzle does get beat up, so beat up into Terrakion could be interesting there. Then Musharna is a really good Trick Room setter. He just doesn't really have anything that fights well in Trick Room, so I'm not sure what he's doing with that. And I don't know what his last pick is. I don't show anything. But yeah. Well, actually, he's over points. Yeah. I don't know.
Who is?
The third person, Blazing Shadows.
It must have not.
Something must have
updated
gotten
yet.
messed up somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Because, yeah, he's over points.
Hmm.
Samurai Jack. You know, honestly, I think just doing it ourselves through a spreadsheet and Discord was actually way easier than doing it through this software. Honestly, but anyway. Let me refresh my page here because I'm still showing like empty spots for people.
Yeah, mine
There
is
we go.
too, and it didn't update.
There we go. So Togekiss, Sableye Bisharp, Tentacruel Heliolisk, Hitmonchan, Gmax Inteleon, Arcanine, Noivern, Lycanroc, Midnight, Lopunny. Not a ton of offense on this team, honestly. This team's going to struggle to take knockouts, I think. Bisharp, Arcanine, and Togekiss are all pretty good, but I mean, outside of that, how do you really take knockouts?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Whimsicott, this
is my.
Yeah.
This has got to be the worst one.
This is the other really good one.
He's got very good
But
type
again,
coverage.
this one's over points.
I only see Tyranitar, Rillaboom, Chansey.
Exactly.
Oh, but he hasn't.
But you have to fill all your
yeah.
spots.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that sucks because he really needs both that Tyranitar and Rillaboom to round out his team, I think.
Yeah.
Imagine he wish he got something like if he got Excadrill instead of Lycanroc, but that would be way over points. Chandelure, like the Whimsicott Lucario is great. Chandelure, Cloyster could be interesting. With Skill Link, Grimmsnarl, Gmax.
Yeah. So that one, I think that draft is terrifying, but
Yeah, I mean, imagine he just drops a Chansey and picks up a couple tier 4s. Because really, that draft is terrifying without the Chansey. You still there?
yeah, sorry, I'm talking
Okay.
because the guy's saying that you don't have to. Yeah, no, you have to use all your points.
Interesting. Yeah, there's another person that did it too.
Yeah, 3 people did.
The guy was also a pretty strong draft too. The guy of Torkoal, Venusaur, Amoonguss.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this fixed.
Yeah.
Because yeah, these people screwed up.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here though in a minute.
All right, well, I think we're done with this anyway. I'm trying to get all this fixed, so I appreciate you coming out, guys. Make sure you check out Dr. Zoidberg. We'll get everything taken care of. Appreciate you coming out, checking this out, and hopefully we have a strong season. There will be more videos coming soon. I'll break down my team, and then from there, there will be battle videos as they come out. So appreciate it, guys. Take it easy.